So good morning ma'am, good morning leaders. So we are the Group 9 reporters. So our topic, it's all about sustainability and ethical issues in international trade. So sustainability in international trade balances environmental, social, and economic needs to ensure future generations can meet their own needs. Ethical issues involves fair, transparent, and respectful trade practices across borders, especially when facing moral conflicts. Global trade can promote sustainable development if governed to mitigate negative impacts. Ethical trade addresses worker welfare, agricultural practices, resource conservation, and environmental sustainability. So, ang sustainability po ay isang holistic na pamamaraan sa negosyo na naglalayong balansehin ang pag-unlad ng ekonomiya. Kasabay po nito ang pangangalaga sa kapaligiran at pagtiyak na patas ang lahat upang masiguro na ang mga sumusunod na henerasyon ay makamit ang kanilang mga pangangailangan. So, example, sustainability, reducing emissions from transportation by using efficient shipping methods and cleaner fuels. And ethical issues, ensuring safe workplace, fair wages, and adherence to international labor standards to combat sweatshop labor. Sa ethical, ito po ang prinsipyo at pagpapahalagang moral tungkol sa tama at maling pag-uugali sa mga gawi ng pandaigdigang kalakalan.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. This is the role of sustainability in global supply chain. Supply chain sustainability refers to a company's effort to integrate environment, social and financial or economic consideration into the entire journey of a product, from raw material sourcing to a product, storage, delivery, and disposal, recycling. The core goal is to minimize negative environmental impact, cutting greenhouse gas emission and waste, and maximize positive social impact. Okay. Sustainability sa global supply chains po nagiging mahalaga habang inuuna ng mga negosyo at namimili ang responsibilidad sa kapaligiran. Mahalaga ang aspeto nito dahil may mga epekto ito sa pagbawas ng carbon footprint, pagpalit ng basura, at pagpataguyod ng mga kaugalian na makakalikasan sa buong supply chain. Pagtiyak din ng patas na paggagawa para sa ligtas na kondisyon sa pagtrabaho at paggalang sa karapatang pangtao. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Ethical sourcing and corporate social responsibility, or CSR. Ethical sourcing and CSR. Ethical sourcing ensures products are made with consideration for the fair labor and safety and environmental impact, while CSR is overall commitment a company makes to be a responsible corporate citizen back to the community. And ito ay isang paraan para sa mga kumpanya na nagbibigay ng positibong kontribusyon sa lipunan. And then, example is a company practicing CSR might choose to source its coffee beans from a fair trade certified supplier. Ethical sourcing. It can also engage in other CSR activities like using solar power for its officers to reduce its environmental footprint, and donating a portion of its profits to local schools. And then Ang isang kumpanya na nagsasagawa ng CSR ay maaring pumili na kumuha ng kanilang coffee beans mula sa isang fair trade, certified supplier, ethical sourcing. Maaari din silang gumamit ng solar power para sa kanilang mga opisina upang mabawasan ang kanilang environmental footprint at mag-donate ng bahagi ng kanilang kita sa mga lokal na paaralan. That's all.
Environmental regulation and their impact trade. Environmental regulation are defined as law and guidelines established to govern activities that impact the government with the goal of reducing environmental damage, managing resources, and protecting public health. They aim to internalize the external environmental cost of the production impact on trade. Environmental regulation affect trade by influencing their product cost, competitiveness, and market access, and by incentivizing innovation. In initial impact, short-term regulation generally increase production costs for population control equipment, environmental taxes, or waste proposal, which can reduce a country's short-term export competitiveness and decrease trade volume in populating goods. Long-term impact. Over time, strict but well-designed regulation can spur business to innovate, improve efficiency, develop cleaner technologies, and enhance the quality of their product, which can ultimately improve long-term competitiveness and promote trade in environmental friendly goods. For environmental regulation, ito siya ang nagde-define ng law and guidelines na ginawa ng government para sa environment. Ang example niya is a country introduced a strict regulation under a Clean Air Act that requires all local cement factories to install expensive new scrubber to significantly reduce sulfur dioxide emissions. Ang impact niya naman is the added cost of purchasing, installing, and operating this population control technology increase the overall production cost of cement in country A. Consequently, cement produced in country A became more expensive than import cement from country B. The laxer environmental regulation, this might lead to decrease in country A cement exporting and a potential increase in its import. A population haven effect where dirty industry shift to less regulated week. And that's all.